All right, everyone. Just making sure this works.
All right, everyone.
Perfect. So I wanted to talk about the S&P 500 futures and crude oil futures. So the S&P futures, its birth card is from 9/9/1997 when futures contracts were first traded. And it's a 2 of diamonds and a jack of spades and a 10 of hearts birth card. I find that kind of, interesting if you know I've kind of talked about before, but the S&P futures, ES, I'm just going to call it ES. Financial partnerships, 2 of diamonds, wheeling and dealing, making money with other people. It's 2 sides to each trade, right? Jack of spades is the thief card of the deck. It can trick you. It has no boundaries, and they fool you. They're super creative. There's tons of traps in the ES. There's lots of head fakes and jutes. It's not technical all the time, but it's very much traded and admired by, when you look at the news shows, they're talking about the S&P 500, and then the third card for it is a 10 of hearts, which puts it right in the middle of everything. It's 10 of hearts is like the party card. The S&P 500 is like the party, and especially when it gets moving. So it's also the actor's card. The 10 of hearts is the actor's card. Public success, public recognition. It's also not to be trusted because not to be trusted. I'm just taking a look at the spreads here. 8, 9, 10. Oh, yeah, sorry. Totally spaced out. I was like, why is the 10 of clubs the 10 of hearts karma? It's not. Jack of clubs is, and that gives the 10 of hearts or the S&P 500 some dishonesty. All right, so you're dealing with an instrument that is full of head fakes and tricks. All right, recap here. The S&P 500 futures, E-mini 500, it's in its Uranus period for the year. King of Hearts in Uranus would be a strong influence in Uranus, and it talks more about like hard work, leadership, serving others, brings success. So it brings success. 3 of hearts, the heart is your compass. Follow your heart. That would give you your best outcomes and gains. 5 of spades could be a lot of change of some importance during this time. So we have this until 7/19. This is a Law 5 card, though. It's not the main card. 4 of spades, solid, stable, content, strong foundation. King of diamonds, king of acquisition. Jack of diamonds, creatively selling or making money. I think all good influences in this Uranus period for the S&P 500. 6 of hearts is a peacemaker card. It's good for just keeping things steady generally. What you put out there is what you get. Now the 7 of hearts could bring some like disappointment or frustration. This is usually with like coworkers or friends though, so there could be an abandonment thing here. Ace of diamonds, new ways of making money. So anyway, these are like fine. What I'm looking for when I'm going through the spreads is like, are there 9, like, by the way, this 9 of spades, this is a major completion year for the S&P 500. So is it the last time we see all-time highs for a bit? That's the type of stuff I'm kind of looking at. Displacing the Queen of diamonds, that's okay. Jack of clubs, that's okay. So that's the type of stuff I'm looking at. Now, in the weekly time frame, Today is Tuesday. Today's the 28th. This is the daily card for the S&P. How are we doing on the S&P here? It's break even right now. It's down 3 points. Basically break even. Three of diamonds, indecision. Between what way to go. In between two moves. Two measured moves. Eight of clubs, eight of diamonds though. I mean, success cards in this period. Eight of diamonds is going to bring in money that you need. And the eight of clubs is going to bring in that mental power you need. Queen of spades, internal mastery in Mercury. Mastery of your mind, mastery of your job. Six of spades should keep things steady. So do we just stay neutral on the day? And then the four of hearts is contentment as well. So yeah, you could have just like this very stable kind of day where we go back and forth at range bound is what I'm thinking. Now it's 2 o'clock, so the day is almost over here. We have been range bound. Again, in between two moves, that's the way I'm going to represent the threes here or interpret them. Tomorrow, we should see participation and volume pick up. So, the four of diamonds is financial protection. And the nine of diamonds could be like financial outlays or losses. Okay, so it could be you spending a lot of money too. So is it people buying a lot, bringing us up to the higher ladder of this? It could be. The nine of diamonds is like a ladder we climb up. So you can climb up to financial heights, climb low to the hells. It's a hell financially. They have a king of spades tomorrow, though. That's pretty good. Queen of diamonds. So with that king of spades there, I'm going to say that's a good day tomorrow for the S&P. Queen of hearts, jack of spades, four clubs. I think, success. These are successful cards. Jack of spades is a success card as well. It's an actor's card, but spiritually it's successful. So that's for Wednesday. Thursday. Thursday is a Mars day. Wonder if we get a big move. 5 and a 7. This is usually 5 is restless, and Mars is already impulsive and restless. So you get a 5 of diamonds here. It's a lot of money changing hands. That's what it means. 7 of hearts could be fearful, challenging issues for people in the market. Disappointments. The 10 of diamonds, though, is going to bring a lump sum of money. So maybe there's a big squeeze or a big sell-off. 10s are big, It's in Mars. 10 of diamonds in Mars usually means financial success, so let's go with it. Let's go with it being a good day then. There's a lot of restlessness on this day, though. Another 5. Aces are ambitious as well, so you have the 5 of diamonds here. The 6 might steady things out. King of hearts can be really aggressive in Mars, speaking before thinking type of stuff. 6 of spades in Mars actually is a very difficult card because there's health karma associated there, and then it's aggressive health karma. And again, another 5, so there's some restlessness there, restlessness of the mind. You could just be spinning your wheels. So maybe we get to see some big moves on Thursday. And then Friday, Six of diamonds, I'm going to think a 6 is like a range-bound type of activity, but we do have success of work card. The 10 of spades in Jupiter, they go big or they go home, but it's an indication of power and success. So Jack of diamonds too, selling. Like, they're the salesman of the deck, so they have considerable creative power, so maybe the market is being bought up by people on Friday. Ace of clubs, new information, new knowledge that helps with professional and material success. Jack of clubs, creative ideas that help with business and financial success. And the 7 of diamonds in Jupiter speaks to letting go of attachments and control and like adopting a selfless attitude. So I don't know how much that plays a part here in this one, but Queen of diamonds, 6 of clubs. But what's most important is I'm not seeing 9s and 7s in difficult positions, you know? So the week should be okay. I mean, maybe we get a dip. Do we get a little bit of a dip? Not tomorrow. I wouldn't think it'd be tomorrow. I would think that it would be, I mean, maybe that day. Maybe it's momentary. Maybe we don't even get it. We just keep making new all-time highs. Actually, if we got it today, would we be able to get it today? I don't know. I don't see it there either. But anyway, I think that for the S&P, today, tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So Monday ends the week for the S&P, or you could say Tuesday begins the week, which is fitting because Tuesday really does begin the week at 10 a.m. with all the big institutions entering. They kind of wait on Monday and they make their game plan for the week. So next Monday, 4 of clubs is very stabilizing. 9 of clubs could be disappointment, especially with like maybe foreign stocks, drugs or alcohol, any stocks that deal with that. Fives and threes, not great, but 10, social success. Although Neptune days are like rose-colored glasses days, right? Oh, this is not great, you know. You see a 9 of diamonds, that could definitely bring a loss of money. So, and then the ace of spades would be tied to a secret. Loss of money because of secrets or information that's not really on the surface yet. But you look at the end of the week, a 10 of diamonds with a jack of diamonds, that's a pretty good Pluto result. 7 of hearts, having to detach or let go of control. 6 of clubs, steady influence. So it's okay. It'll be interesting to see. I'm gonna try to do a recap on this to see if there's better ways for us to analyze these cards, and if certain numbers give us big range bound moves or trend days, that type of thing. All right, let's go to CL futures, crude oil. Crude oil all day. I'm fighting to go short. And I keep getting a free trade and then getting knocked out. Finally got some movement here around 120. Anyway, let's look at crude oil. So crude oil is a 6 of clubs, 10 of clubs. Birth card, planetary ruler. What's fascinating about the Ten of Clubs is they have the Jack of Spades karma card. And the Six of Clubs has the Eight of Spades karma card. Now, the Eight of Spades, as a first karma, can have domination and overpowering issues. And for anyone that's traded crude oil, it could really overcome you with its power. It's the big boys league. So, the S&P I do feel is a lot more friendlier for me. But if you can get on the right side of a crude oil trend, you can really coast with it. And I think it's, this Ten of Clubs can also represent ping-ponging back and forth between huge ranges. So, it's currently in its Venus period for the year. Two of Diamonds, Ace of Hearts, Three of Clubs. Three of Hearts, Six of Hearts, Jack of Spades. The Two of Diamonds is going to give you money-making ability through financial partnerships. The Ace of Hearts brings, it's like usually with relationships, right? So when I see this Three of Clubs here, I think crude oil is either going to be indecisive in between like two different price levels, like $80 and $76, or we take off and we have a trend day. Now, we had a trend day today. I mean, crude oil is up 2.5%. So these twos are friendly. You have a Ten of Clubs here. Oh, this is the Venus period, sorry. See what else we got here. Okay, let's go to the weekly. So crude oil today is in a Neptune period. So when things are in your Neptune, if they look too good to be true, they usually are. Look at that Ten of Diamonds. So Ten of Diamonds in Neptune, Queen of Spades. So mastery, big lump sum of money, large amounts of money. We're up $1.94 on crude oil right now. We were up more than $2 at one point. So, yeah, good influence, right? Other influence, King of Clubs and Ace of Spades. So, for crude oil, the week ends after the close today. It ends with the King of Spades. I mean, probably couldn't have asked for a better close, right? Looking at crude oil, yeah, it's up almost $4 from last Friday. So that's a good close to the week for it. If we go to next week, so tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So the Seven of Clubs, I also want to say about the sevens, they can be bipolar. They can be quick and bipolar. So do we see like moves back and forth between ranges that ultimately would be successful because of this Ten of Hearts? That's something that I would consider. Seven of Clubs could represent a negative sentiment as well. So keep that in mind. We're almost at resistance in crude oil too, so we'll see how it closes. It has 10 minutes until it closes, actually. The planetary ruling card tomorrow, Nine of Diamonds and Mercury would be financial outlays, losses. But it has the two eights there again. Wow. It's pretty good. So, yeah, usually that's like sudden, quick disappointments, losses. When you have the Eight of Diamonds there, you have money coming in quickly. And the Eight of Spades, you have infinite work power. You have infinite ability to accomplish what you desire. Thursday. King of Hearts is going to give you power and charm over social situations. Seven of Diamonds, again, could be like disappointment, like money spent on stuff, money loss. But there's a Four of Spades there, which should stabilize it. Four of Diamonds, Four of Spades. This looks very stable. Now, I don't know if stable is we just go range bound or we build a strong base and we continue higher. Friday. Three of Clubs, Ace of Clubs, Jack of Clubs. King of Diamonds, Six of Clubs, King of Spades. Looks like a really good influence for Friday. The King of Acquisition. Aggressive. I mean, is this like an aggressive squeeze into resistance? Maybe. That's what I would think. The Three of Clubs. There could be indecision in what direction, but at the same time in Mars, it can be not because it's in Mars, but the Three of Clubs, if you line up your brain in one direction, you can make really great progress and be super creative. There's an Eight of Spades underneath here, which would be overcoming any difficulty. Ace of Clubs, new information. Jack of Clubs, very creative influence for intellectual pursuits. Good influence there. So that's a success card too. So let's see if crude oil, they pull up this chart. That's today. Look at today's candle. So let's say we stay above, basically above 76. Let's see if we get up to that 81.91 resistance, or even more. Okay, so that's crude oil for this week. I do want to come back to these videos and see what happened. I think most importantly for today, 28th, we've had a huge move up. We're up $2 now, 2.5% gain in Neptune. So keep that in mind with it when you see this Ace of Spades. But probably more importantly is this King of Spades result for the week. Ten of Hearts result, center of attention, actors card, good with groups. And when I say like good with groups for trading instruments, I mean like groups are paying attention to it. There's volume there. There's people buying it, or people paying attention at least. So yeah, we'll take a look at that next week.